Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Kauffie Company. It's lovely to see you all as always in the chat, and hopefully it should be a bit of a different one today. This is actually going to be me actually working today instead of just me just rambling on. I've actually got to get some coffee to Mr. Yan next door at the Broadway Deli and Grocery. But yeah, we all go to be doing the usual stuff, having a chat, enjoying each other's company, and we should be having some fun. Let's see who's in the chat this morning. Mr. Catman Jess is in the building. You're early, sir, today. Lovely to see you as always, Catman. Lovely to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day as well, my friend. I am doing very well. Kuva is in the chat. Big up, Ben, and hello to all in the chat. Lovely to see you for the afternoon, Kuva. Hopefully you're doing well as well. That's good. Cartman Farming Simulator is saying, afternoon, Ben. Afternoon, all. Afternoon, Cartman. Hopefully you're doing well yourself. Catman is saying, hello, Kuva and Cartman. Oh, no. Need to get the stream link as well, because actually got to do that. Oh, let's. Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot to change my bitrate of the stream. That's annoying. Oh well. Looks like we're still going at the same bitrate as yesterday. Oh, just put that in there. Afternoon, Mr. Jason Bell. Hopefully you're having a good morning / afternoon. Mr. Tom, hello, sir.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, even though it's the afternoon now. Actually, I think it still says buongiorno. You all good?
Yeah, I believe so. How are you?
Yeah. Just started the stream up, so you're early.
Awesome. How do you say good afternoon in Italian? Something with
I think it's just good day.
good day.
I mean, it's just good buongiorno at this rate.
Buongiorno. Good.
Buongiorno. And then
Beautiful.
as soon as it's 4 o'clock, it's buonasera.
Buonasera.
It's either morning or it's night. It's really weird that. I am early. Was hoping to be early enough for the Tottenham Tantrum Gold Show, but didn't happen. Lol. Yep.
Woohoo! It's great weather today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to be warm, isn't it? It's really annoying.
I can't even tell you by musical choices that you feel the change in the air.
No, this is the stream music. This is just the stream music because it's non-copyright. We need to, what's it called? Make some stream music with your synthesizers.
Oh yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Make some noise.
Yeah. How's Laura? Good?
You asked me how's Laura?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my brain's not working.
Yeah, I'm actually saying Laura instead of Laura for once. This is really weird.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like,
I'm
are you
trying.
saying it like, yeah,
I'm
that's
trying.
good.
I'm trying. It's very difficult for me.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah.
Getting there. It's also the Italian way of saying
Yeah.
it, so it should be easier this way. Yeah, she's like ups and downs, I would say.
Yeah.
Like feeling a bit sick,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if it's not just because of the weather changes.
Yeah.
It's
Might be.
like constantly getting headaches and shit. Oh, she introduced me to her new friend from school.
Oh
I
god.
met a girl from China who like moved to London a week ago.
Yeah. I mean, Laura's good at making friends. So that's great.
Yeah. She said like, oh, she's the same as introvert as I am, so it was easy to figure
Oh
out.
god.
I could tell. And it's like, you know, the problem. I don't know if you ever like had like a direct encounter with like a Chinese person from
Yeah.
China.
Yeah, I have.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So they have like every country has its cultural specificity,
Yeah.
and they certainly have something about them that's unique to China in terms of the way you behave and approach
Yeah.
to people. And I can't really tell what's personal kindness
Yeah.
and what's cultural kindness.
Oh yeah, that's a yeah.
I literally cannot tell these things apart. Like she's seen me like for like 2 minutes, and she's saying like, "Oh, you guys look so beautiful together, and I am so grateful to you and
Yeah.
Laura for welcoming me." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I just told you hi, and we're walking you home."
Yeah.
And that's it. But
Crazy that.
very nice though, very nice. You can check the bag.
Oh.
I had a feeling like as if it was like almost vacuum packed or something.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
really-
like it, doesn't
really
it? It's really
tight.
tight. It's a really big bag as
I
well.
was trying to press to smell and I just couldn't, so I don't know if it tells anything bad about the coffee or if it's just like the bag being.
I don't know if Tom's telling me something, but he's bringing other people's coffee to me.
No, it's
Calling you out.
just so you have a
A taste.
Try a
We got to
taste, yeah.
we got what's it called? That's
This one is
beautiful.
Ethiopian. The reason why I chose it is that I saw varietals they never heard before, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, if it's like
Wilusho, Daiga, Akurume, and the 7-4. That's made in a lab somewhere, I think.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, those two are made in a lab. So 6 varieties in one.
Yeah, that's. I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, I'm not sure how this can work out, but
Yeah.
it felt to me as more of an interesting choice than just getting like another like
Single
bourbon.
origin, yeah, or just a bourbon or an heirloom.
I mean,
There is no heirloom in this, which is really weird for Ethiopia. Amazing,
Yeah.
eh?
yeah. So I'm like, that was the weirdest choice basically.
Yeah.
Other than the other stuff was like, well, you know, if I want to get like excellent coffee,
Yeah.
either I go to
Or you go to
or
workshop.
or I just
Find some
buy
coffee and then give it to
Deli, or,
me.
you know, do your research, like, or get Tim Wendelboe or like whatever you want, you know.
Is that not packed? That's not closed properly. You hear that?
Uh-oh.
You see those beans already?
Gotcha. I'm trying to get out.
Haha! Ben Kaufman is better at packaging than workshop coffee. A
No.
man on his own is
Just
better than.
burn it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, it's not open.
Jesus.
It's not open.
Go back. Go back. Get it.
I know it was. They just didn't package it properly. They left some random beans at the top. It's not bad. There's nothing I can show the stream. I can obviously get it on a plate. Let's say hello to some more of these comments quickly. It's warm here today, sadly, as well, Ben. It's actually getting rain right now. Ooh. That's interesting for Canada this time of year. It should be really freezing. My friend, Mr. Anthony Gray, is in the house saying, "Good afternoon, bed. Good afternoon, customer." He means you, Tom. Good after to Nifa to come round, and good afternoon to all. I've just had a lovely swim, making a cuppa. Now then, a sit down and relax. Lovely to see you in here as always, Anthony. Hopefully you had a great swim. And now Catman Jen is saying, hello, Anthony. Hopefully you're having a good day. And then everyone's saying hello to each other. That's great. Hi, Ben. And all in the chat also had a good swim. Missed you yesterday. Yeah, don't worry, Nifa. If you get here, you get here. If you get here, you get here. Every time you spend here is a blessing. Every second, every minute of every day is a blessing. So, if you can get here, you can get here. Right. We've got a new thing. Kuva is going to be absolutely... He's going to be over the moon. We don't just have one biscuit of the day. We've got an entire box. Fox's fabulous biscuit selection. And what have we got here in the Fox's fabulous biscuit selection? Well, I'm going to tell you. We have a fabulous milk chocolate fudge sundae. Ooh. Fabulous milk chocolate cookies. Fabulous chocolatey milk chocolate rounds. Favourites. Milk chocolate V&As. Favourites. Double chocolate crunch creams. Favourites, jam and cream. Ooh, that's gonna be up for you. That's gonna be right up your street, Coof. The favourites, golden crunch creams. The favourites, chocolate and cream V&As. the favourites butter crinkle crunch, and the fabulous triple chocolate cookies. What is this, Ben? Christmas? Yes, it is. And those are the biscuits that are on the back. Hopefully you can see it. That is an excellent biscuit selection. That is an excellent selection today. I'm looking forward to trying some of those. Beautifully. We're going to try this coffee from Workshop. I do respect Workshop. I've never really had a chance to go and try them. Raro Boda, beautifully composed with a ripe integrated acidity, a sweetness of lemon shortbread, and white chocolate underpins. Complex floral aromas of violets, lychees, and lemongrass. And it's from, the region is Uraga, the Guji Zone, Oromia, Ethiopia. Wow, I am hungry suddenly. Yep, that's the way. Ben, you look genuinely excited. They all look so... Yeah, I love biscuits. That's going to be a banger of a biscuit of the day. I'm going to open them up. Oh no, some of them came out. These are what the biscuits look like. I'm not a fan of the amount of plastic there are, but they said they have less packaging and hopefully it's biodegradable packaging. Is it? Probably not. Nope, the film is not recyclable, but the carton is recyclable, the foil is recyclable, the tray is recyclable, but the film isn't. That's unfortunate, but... Golden Crunch Creams are a Hall of Fame contender. Ooh. The biscuit of the day section of the show is going to be great, because this is what we've got.
Beautiful.
We've got a Fox's Fabulous Biscuit selection, and those are the biscuits on there.
That's the song of the past.
Yeah, it's going to be a great selection.
Crack.
It's going to be a great day.
Awesome. Yeah, it's actually rainy and sad in central London, so that's why it's coming back here, just covering.
And now it's sunny.
It's a different climate over here.
Like this way, I might have to take my jumper off. It's so warm in here.
Yeah. Essex lives its own life.
Yeah. Maybe it's not actually fake tan. Maybe it's just the sunny. It's always sunny in Essex.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. It's like the Dubai of England.
No, it's not. No. Right. What are we going to have as a coffee?
Let's say it. What are we going to have?
Yeah. Are you going to try this? Do you want to go for something that's on tap? The Valentine's Day coffee is on tap.
I'll do both.
Yeah.
I'm going to both. I'll have a long black.
Of course.
I have a thing for long black recently.
Long black's good.
Yeah. And then I was thinking maybe we could give it just a regular V60 try.
Yeah. Sorted. Very soon I'm going to have to find some non-copyright surf rock for when it gets a bit sunny.
Oh yeah. Do you mean like just for playing here? You mean you need to get like non-copyright music?
For YouTube.
Stream.
Yeah,
Okay,
for YouTube. Otherwise they bop you.
Yeah. Oh god. Is it problematic with YouTube? Or do you have to pay some?
If they strike you, they can take your channel down. If they strike you 3 times.
That's a bit sad. What's the other option? Do you pay some sort of?
You can pay a thing, but then you have to. You can do that as well. You can pay a license.
How much is it?
Depends on the artist.
So
You can't buy like real music. You have to buy like music that someone has actually made. Rather, you can't like buy you can't buy a subscription to say you play AC/DC or the Beach Boys because
I thought there was like an option that there are like copyright agencies basically, and you pay them a fee and you have like.
You could do, but it would be stupid money. Like if you wanted the Beach Boys, how much do you reckon it would be a year? £5,000 a year, something stupid like that. It'd be crazy money. It would be silly money.
I don't get that. As if they didn't make enough money already. Whatever.
Anthony Gray is saying, hard to believe, but the weekend I've tried Oreo biscuit. Noticed they were on offer, so I've had pretty good. Lasted less than a day and a half, mate. Good stuff. Eugene is in the house. Big up to yourself, Eugene. Lovely to see you. Hi everyone, big up. Levy out. Yep. Catman just is saying, lovely. Watch the mini screen when you make a coffee. Yeah, it's good. Such a cool feature of the channel, Ben. Thank you, Catman. Lovely to see you in here as always. Yeah, it's one thing I could add to the show. I could have had a better view that time, but it's good stuff. Waiting for the cashier to do the closing. Have some spare time. Hashtag Levy out. Great stuff. Big up Eugene from Catman. Hanif for saying, yes, I'm told Oreo is a kosher biscuit. Yes, Oreos are kosher, which is good. So, which biscuit would you like to try from the Fox's Fabulous Biscuit selection?
Read it out.
We have the Fabulous Milk Chocolate Fudge Sundae, the Fabulous Milk Chocolate Cookies, the Fabulous Chocolatey Milk Rounds, the Favourites Milk Chocolate Viennese, the Favourites Double Chocolate Crunch Cream, the Favourites Jam and Cream, the Favourites Golden Crunch Creams, the Favourites Chocolate and Cream Viennese, the Favourites Butter Crinkle Crunch, and the Fabulous Triple Chocolate Cookies.
What's the Viennese thing?
It's the shape of the biscuit.
Okay,
it's got this,
the long ones.
Yeah, it's the long ones, yeah. So you've got the Milk Chocolate Viennese and the Chocolate and Cream Viennese.
Gotcha. What's this one?
That is the Fabulous Milk Chocolate Cookies.
So plain. Which one is the German?
German?
Yeah.
We don't do German here.
It was golden.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to hail the Germans for stopping Nord Stream because they just blocked it. No. So make it Viennese, the blonde one.
The blonde Viennese.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, because this is something properly old school. Even the shape of the cookie matters. Like, we don't do these anymore. We don't do like a cookie in this shape.
Yeah.
It's purely a thing of the past. That was pretty funny. I had a sip right after having a sip of water, so it was really cold in my mouth.
Yeah.
Then I had a warm sip, and I didn't feel the taste.
Yeah.
I
and then your taste buds warmed up, and
it went like retronasally. So I felt the smell not by smelling, but just by the sip.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Like.
Yeah.
I smell it by drinking, but I don't.
Yeah, your taste buds don't work if they're contracted.
Yeah. That was pretty weird experience.
Hi Ben, what's the difference between kosher and halal? Hashtag Levy out. Kashrut is much more strict than being halal, which is quite crazy, really. So it's dependent. There's rules of kashrut for everything. There's even rules of kashrut for cloves, which it'll be so with meat. There's plenty of things. Firstly, you've got to have a shomer, who's my friend Laurie that comes here, who's a shomer. And you've also got you have to, basically the meat, before it's killed, it's got to be blessed, and then they have a special blade to kill the animal and blah, 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 and it's got to be without pain, which is all rubbish and all that nonsense. But, so that's how meat's done. And with kosher in meat, it's got to be salted 3 times. So there's no blood content in the meat, which means there's no flavour in the meat. So kosher food is all awful. There are so many rules with kosher. It's such a big thing. I mean, as I said before, there's even a rule you can't have cotton and nylon in the same garment, which is called yeah, you're not allowed to have cotton and nylon in the same jumper. That's called shatnez. You're only allowed to have one thing. So
what's the logic?
It's ridiculous. So with most, I think if you are strictly halal, you can eat kosher. But if you're strictly kosher, you can't eat halal. A lot of halal food you can eat if you're kosher, but not all of it. I think it's mostly in terms of meat, because they don't do the salting 3 times and the washing and all that nonsense. They're very similar. Kosher is a bit more. It's a bit more strict. It's very, very strict. And then it gets into the rules like you're not allowed to have meat in the same fridge as milk. You've got to, in a real strict kosher household, you've got to have 3 fridges. You've got to have a meat fridge that's only for meat. You've got to have a fridge that's only for milk, and you have to have a fridge that's only for parve, or no milk, no meat.
I was just thinking, like, isn't this something that's more historical and cultural, which stems from like the hygiene? Because of the era?
Why did Jews not eat pigs? Because you ate a pig, you got tapeworm and you died.
Exactly.
So it stuck.
So like it was reasonable back then because it was just hygiene, like suggestion, like how to do things safely. It was basically the health and safety of the ancient era. Yeah. So
no crustaceans, because we'd catch crustaceans. Because you're not allowed to eat crustaceans, not allowed to eat lobster and shrimp.
It doesn't make any sense.
So but someone ate a lobster because it would rotten, because they die very quickly. They got food poison and they died. So it's just like, don't eat that, it's going to kill you. But it's not coming. It's not in. It's almost. It's what's called in Judaism a chok, which means a rule that doesn't mean anything, but it's twice as important you keep it, which is a load of rubbish. So almost the rules that mean more mean less than the ones you're not supposed to. You don't really. There's no sense of keeping them, but you keep them anyway. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But saying that, which one of these biscuits am I going to... Because Kuva said that the Golden Crunch cream is Hall of Fame worthy, I'm going to try that.
Could you do something like apostasy as a Jew?
Judaism, there is the most people that are atheist. And that's a fact. More Jewish people are atheist.
But you have to do like a...
No, you don't leave. You just say, sod it. You don't need to do it.
Okay.
People just say, alright, I'm still a Jew, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay. It's like you accept the tradition.
Yeah, you accept the That's the most important thing about Judaism, even if you're not keeping like the actual doctrine, because Judaism is about doctrine and about deeds, rather than going to synagogue or whatnot.
Yeah.
So as long as you're, even if you're not like believing in God, as long as you're keeping the 613 mitzvot, you're fine. We don't believe that. It's not like with some religions. If you don't believe in God, you go to hell. Because again, it's because Judaism, we don't believe in hell. There is no such thing as hell in Judaism. That was a later thing.
So actually, no, it's a business club.
Basically, yeah.
You're the only religion that sort of recognizes that. Come on, this whole God thing, man.
Yeah, basically.
That's not the reason.
It's basically, yeah.
That's funny.
It's all cultural and specific things rather than belief in the divine almighty.
I think Catholic Church would be doing pretty fine if they recognized this simple principle.
We're not going to go into that because we're not going to go into that.
They're not doing it, and they're losing terribly, at least in Poland. Like loads of people are doing apostasy just because they don't want to be associated with the organization.
But it's a real shame because religion can be a decent thing if you if you if you use it positively,
Yeah.
which is that happens with every religion now. As soon as you get a bit serious in anything, football,
Just a tool.
any hobby can be taken too seriously. Even trains.
As long as you give it irrational importance.
Yeah.
In terms of at the moment when it stops to be a tool to a value and becomes a value in itself,
Yeah.
that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
By the way, this coffee is really good.
Good
I
stuff.
think it may be one of my faves.
Woohoo!
Not the fave after my first encounter with
Yeah.
Balabrista.
Ooh, Valentine's Day is good. That's good. Thanks for the explanation. I've always wondered that same thing, Eugene. Thanks for the info, Ben. I never realised how much went into being kosher. Yeah, it is. There is a lot. It's overwhelming. It's why most families don't keep it fully. My friend Felipe, he's a lunatic. As much as I love Felipe, like he would go to restaurants with his own pots and pans, which is just, if you're doing that, then what's the point? What's the point?
Would he ever be respected in restaurants?
No.
So he was like, what he was trying to achieve.
I don't know. He's just a lunatic. Lovely bloke, but he's a lunatic. I just have to say I'm impressed, Ben. Once again, you're so smart. It's just called, what's it called? It's called indoctrination and just being really. I do like my culture as much as it does annoy me. I do really like it. There is more good. There's more good stuff than bad stuff with my culture. Oh, Tom's dying because I almost got it the wrong way around. Whoops! Cancel Kaufman confirmed. Hanifa saying very interesting discussion, learning so much. That's what we're here to do. Anthony's saying I was thinking the same. Hanifa. Yeah. Good afternoon, Deza. Lovely to see you, Derek, and it's always lovely to see you here, sir. Colin from Talking Bull is here. Lovely to see you, Colin. It's always great to see you, and great show last night. There was definitely some decent topics last night. Working on some homework, and I figured your channel would be a good one for the background. Definitely, it's definitely a good place to go. So you're always welcome here, Colin. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and hopefully you enjoy listening to the stream. Me and Tom are going to be probably waffling all day whilst I start packing some coffee in a minute. Hopefully my assistant gives me my labels so I can actually put some labels on some coffee bags so I can do my job. But oh well, it should be great. Colin is now saying, can you ship beans to the US? Yes, I can, but it is a tiny bit expensive. Shipping beans to US is a lot easier than shipping to Europe now.
No way.
Yep.
Like taxes or?
No, just duration.
Okay.
So I sent coffee to Italy and to America. This is your. How long do you think it took to go to Europe? And how long do you reckon it took to go to America? And the specific part in America I sent to was Connecticut, so it's on the east side of the country.
Since you asked the question, it already indicates that there must be some weird discrepancy between the two. But in this case, I would say it took a week to get to Connecticut, which I would think would be an amazing timing.
Yeah, okay.
And it took 2 weeks to get to Italy.
Wrong. It took 2 days to get to Connecticut.
Are you kidding?
And it took 2 months to get to Italy.
When was that?
It's a couple of months ago.
Okay. That's a joke.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
How? I'm even more interested in how did it make it to Connecticut in 2 days? How did you send it? What?
Royal Mail First Class.
Just that?
Yep. £30. Royal Mail First Class. Trapped.
Impressive.
Which was the cheapest as well.
I think in general,
Royal Mail
is doing a good job
Yeah.
in general, but this is impressive. Although
it was a joke. Royal Mail is cheaper than UPS, it's cheaper than DHL, and it's faster. Royal Mail's the best.
Yeah, dude.
God bless the Royal Mail.
Never lost a package with Royal Mail.
Yeah, never. 2 months to go to Milan. It's an hour-and-a-half flight.
There must have been some issue in the way.
No, it has to go through here, then it has to go through France, and it has to go through Germany.
Oh, okay.
Because it goes by truck, doesn't it? It doesn't go by a plane. You stick it on a plane, flies
Okay.
over to America, probably lands in, let's say, Bradley Airport, just north of Boston.
That
and
was my
yeah,
question I had in mind, but I sort of like immediately assumed that they actually does go by planes. In this case, I thought that it might have been stuck in the depot, like nearby Milan, for example, and some wanker just left it in the corner basically, and they realised.
It was in Germany for a month.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Just the transit between the countries. That's true. That might be problematic. Wow.
So I reckon if it went to Poland, actually no, Poland aren't part of the European Union, are they?
They are.
Oh, so no, it would take 2 months to go to Poland.
Gotcha.
I can never remember.
Yeah.
When I was in the UK, everything was delivered by a guy on a bike. Yep, and it's quick. It works. Cycles are quicker than going around London and going in a car because you've got
Pretty much.
It's not stop and start. You can go through traffic lights.
Like, if you ever experience traffic between Walthamstow and Leighton, for example, it's amazing. I'm walking faster by foot than I would on a bus.
Yeah. Especially in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
It takes me 10 minutes to walk from Broadgate to Shoreditch High Street.
Yeah.
It can actually take me 20 minutes if I'm getting the bus and it's stop and start and the traffic's bad.
Yeah. You really have
You
to
don't need a
just
car in
stop.
London anymore, as much as my parents love to shout at me saying,
Nah, it doesn't make sense.
you don't need a car anymore. I can go from here to the other end of Europe without having going in a single motor vehicle.
My sole motivation for getting a car in the UK, for example, is constantly thinking of if I had a car, I would be able to just go to the seaside whenever I want.
Yeah.
Not like catching trains, chasing like good tickets, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason. But like other than that, like living in London, like I don't want to think about like driving in London.
Eugene is saying, restaurant is closed, got to go, catch up later when I reach home. Have a safe trip home, Eugene, and I will see you when I see you, sir. Thank you for joining the stream as always. It's really always a pleasure to have you in the stream. Thank you, sir. So, Kuva, you are right. That is a very good biscuit. The Golden Crunch Cream. That is a very tasty biscuit. Oh, Instagram.
No.
Is it even better?
No, that goes to Laura.
Oh, God.
Close up on a cookie. It's a centre.
Ben, does it feel like the EU are basically making sure we're punished for Brexit through red tape? I don't want to go too into anything political, but yes, it does. They're trying to punish British businesses. They want Europeans to go to other European businesses, which is crazy, really, because the majority of EU products do go to the UK. So they're almost punishing the EU businesses sending to the UK rather than the other way around. Not many businesses from the UK share to the EU. We're a very much localised economy. Of course, we do have a lot of businesses that ship to the EU, but it's more the other way around. They're trying to stop businesses sell to the UK rather than stop you. But I just fall under the flak. But oh, no copyright. It should be all right. So yeah, the EU is they need to get their act together because at the end of the day, it's a democratic vote, and we need to move on. We need to move on because we need to help each other out, especially during the pandemic. We need to start. People selling stuff means more circulation of income, which means better for everyone. So sort this stuff out. Colin saying bye to Eugene. Ben, this morning I read an article suggesting adding spices and perhaps a pinch of salt to coffee grounds when brewing. Have you ever done that? I don't personally do that, but salt is a flavour enhancer.
Yeah.
So it can work. I think James Hoffman did a video on adding salt to coffee, didn't he?
I saw something like I haven't watched this one, but I definitely know that he's done it.
Yeah, so yeah, it can work. I don't add spices to coffee. Maybe this year I will do like a wintry, like a pumpkin spice latte or something like that, maybe, and make like a really nice one with real spices, which might be interesting. But I don't do that personally. I like the coffee to speak for itself.
Yes.
Anthony is saying USA relatives visiting here, UK, used to parcel mail their gifts they brought here, as found it cheaper than excess baggage and less to carry. They sent it via boat, so arrived around the same time they arrived. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. And Moondog is saying, I just started my diet today. Please put them biscuits in. Oh, bloody hell, Moondog.
Do you like Moondog? I mean, do you know Moondog as a musician?
Personally, no.
No, you can't know him personally because he's dead, but he's like a really weird character. The guy played like weird orchestral jazzy music in the 60s. He was dressed as a Viking and he was walking in the streets of
I've never heard of this guy. I like the sound of it already.
He's like classically trained musician who went jazz, and he dressed as a Viking. Why? I don't know.
Because it's awesome.
I don't remember. Quite a figure, really. Like, you can check him.
We'll look at that after the stream. That's perfect. That's perfectly in date as well. 15th of February, so 7 days after roasting. Cool.
Pretty fresh.
That's good stuff. That's perfect. Just ready to go for filter. Do you want to try this as V60 or Chemex?
How do you feel about it?
It's an Ethiopian coffee, so I would say Chemex, personally.
Cool. Make it tea-ish.
Yeah.
Keep the character.
Laura's not coming, is she?
Not now. I think hard to say really, you know. She's gonna be at school at least until
let's go 11. It's much lighter Ethiopian. It's quite light. In terms of the weight of the beans, not of the roast.
Okay.
Usually they're a bit denser because they're smaller. So
I was surprised that the beans looked relatively homogeneous as for what they put into it. So perhaps they're like the tiny differences between the varietals.
There are 4 varieties in there, which is crazy, really.
Yeah. I just thinking of like, I don't think I saw something like that before. Usually we have like 2 max, 3 maybe if you have a blend or something. I sort of wanted to get a Kenyan, but like I have some weird problem with Kenyan coffees, which is that I think Kenyan coffee was the first specialty coffee I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind because
Kenya is amazing. I need to get some proper Kenyan. I like the sparkliness.
But then in the end, like something weird happened in my mind that it became too obvious in a way, which is kind of not true. It's not like, but I'm thinking like I know what I'm gonna get, and I sort of know it too well.
Yeah. So you need to try something else.
Yeah, which is stupid. Really.
It's one of the things I hate. I hate routines. I want people to try different things.
So I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like tomatoes and red fruit.
Yeah, interesting.
But why not? Jesus, I mean, there's something like I want it so bad that I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's hipsterism right there. Catman Jess is saying, do you like? Yeah. Catman Jess is saying, do you like any sports other than football? No, not really. I like Formula 1, which is not really a sport in my book. I like Formula 1. I like Robot Wars. Is Robot Wars a sport? No.
Well,
I love Robot Wars, especially with James Charles. I don't like the new Robot Wars. The new Robot Wars sucked.
they're just as much of a sport as chess is in some way.
Yeah. Some of those chess streams are great. Some of them are brilliant.
Do you actually watch chess streams?
I've seen a couple, yeah.
This must be fun.
It was really big for 3 months on Twitch. It was really big.
Okay.
The Boses sisters are amazing at chess.
Okay. I'm totally not
And she did a video of, she went up against Hustlers in New York and she beat them.
Okay.
And the Hustlers are really good. They're like really good.
I've no clue about the modern scene, to be honest.
I have no clue about the modern scene.
My
Favourite video though is still they brought that kid, this really good kid at chess, and they said like Russian kid, and they gave this internet announcement of one of the best chess player in the world, and they gave him like a really long, it's like the devil incarnate came out. The kid started crying. It's like they gave him boss music. It was. I got to show you that video. It's so funny.
Okay.
It's so funny. He's calling for his mother. It's the best video I've ever seen.
Oh
Uh,
god.
Moondog, diets don't work. Just cut down. Then you don't have to eat the whole. You don't have to eat the whole packet of biscuits. Moderation is key, Nifa. You are absolutely right. That's what I'm drinking still, Ben. Too. My Ethiopian is from the region of Sidamo. Very typical. Very typical. I like Sidamo. This one is. The region is Uraga, from the Guji zone of Oromia.
Never heard of this.
No.
It's like, it was so random and out of place that
And the varieties are Walusho, Dega, Kurume, 74110 and 74112. Those are the 5 varieties in this one bag of coffee. I'm too old for most sports now, although I'm tempted to start a new one that involves wearing a cat onesie and kicking Kurt Zuma around his flat while being filmed. There's a footballer called Kurt Zuma that was, he filmed himself kicking his cats,
That one. Yeah.
So that's the sport, kicking Kurt Zuma in a cat costume. Or an even better sport, lock Kurt Zuma in a room with a tiger, with him covered in raw meat and bovril juice. That's a sport I would like to watch.
Oh yeah.
Or even better, do the same thing but lock him in a room with a saltwater crocodile.
That's an option. I was about to watch a documentary on Ethiopian crocodile hunters yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know what stopped me. Something happened. I don't know what. But the guys basically are using pretty traditional methods for the purpose. So it's actually... It's not really as a sport, because these guys are actually killing people and cattle, so they're sort of needed in the community. But yeah, it's more of a weird form of hazard, I'd say.
Coffee company is not for animal abuse. Basically, I would consider Robot Wars a sport if it's a competition that draws a crowd. Basically, boxing with metal. Big up Kura. Kurt Zuma would most likely kick my ass. Probably. I can beat out most people, so let alone a Premier League centre back. Which is why you set the crocodile on him.
would be like a proper response to all this like nonsensical competition dominance aspect of sport.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, new discipline, world championships in entropy, where you basically watch old people sit and age, and that's it. Like you get these streams of grass growing or like paints drying and stuff. You get old people getting older.
That would be an interesting sport.
Probably.
Who gets
some
older
kind of
quicker? I
something
like
like
it.
But you know, maybe bring some consciousness to people that like we're not immortal.
Yeah.
In this case, like who wins? Definitely not the first one. Or maybe they do. So it's like it's up to the audience to decide who's the winner, the one who survived or the one who.
Have I ever showed you the Japanese sport, slippery stairs?
They do it.
Yeah.
Is this what I think it is?
Yeah.
What do they use as a lubricant?
I don't know, but it's like you have to climb up these stairs.
Kewpie mayo.
No, it's not
Please don't.
Kewpie mayo. It's definitely not that.
What could they use?
It's just water, I think. It's just a really slippery surface, like some really slippery rubber or plastic.
Yeah.
And it's just there's a constant waterfall rolling down the stairs.
See, this is quite close to what I mean actually. This is like proper Sisyphus myth in practice.
I've got to show you slippery stairs. It's the best sport in the world. I bet Laura would love it. She would really like it. I don't think she'll like it as much as the Titanic cat video I sent her.
There are limits. Yeah, there are limits. Certain things are on top. But it's pretty incredible that people can participate in something like that and enjoy it. As sad as it is, like, wow.
That Chemex looks good on camera. I need to.
You should
Perfect.
have a. You should have Brad Pitt's face like coming out from behind the cameras behind.
I like the visual of the steam. It's a shame we haven't got that. I really. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's really cool. Damn it! I wish I could record that. Because of the sunlight coming through the window, can you take a picture of that? The steam, if you can get it.
The video. Get a picture. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
I like it. It's a photo shoot.
Actually, I have to go this. Yeah, that's the one you want. Like, get the steam, get the droplets, get the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Little blink on the top.
Love
of
it.
The Broadway.
Love it. Sorted. That's Instagram all over. It's good stuff though, right? The visual. And only 5 minutes, not bad. It might be slightly over, but we'll give it a go, but it's really fresh. Right.
Oh man, this is beautiful. I'm just gonna send you something. Like Laura saw in the.
Would love to see a coffee made with an Ibrick. It looks really cool. Have you tried one before? We've done it on stream before, Catman. We can make that tomorrow's thing. If you're around tomorrow, I can make an Ibrick on stream. We probably won't do one at the moment. In a moment, I really need to start packing coffee for Jan, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to leave the shop at 5 o'clock today, like I said. Because we're actually going to leave early today for the new Destiny expansion, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I actually need to start doing some work in a minute. Let's have a look at these pictures you sent me. What the hell?
Yeah, you'd have to read into it. It's a nice picture. You gotta close up
The
these
child-
pictures.
Love many things, from football shirts to military history to rock music and video games, motion pictures to fashion. And I love giving my opinions, from why Terrence Malick shoots boardrooms differing to why China's heading towards how Rockstar's Red Dead shapes my attitude. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's quite a personality.
I mean, yeah. Must have missed that day. Da. Yeah, so we're getting quite good with the Ibrick, Catman. I've got one. We've done Turkish coffee here. It's a lot of fun. I wonder what it's like with the decaf.
This?
Yeah.
What's the difference in terms of...
Well, with Ibrick, it's more caffeinated because it's darker, because it's a much finer grind.
Right. So you
And the way it's extracted using the copper thing, there's more caffeine in it, and it's stronger. More stronger flavour. But if I use the decaf in it, it might be delicious.
Yeah, it should work.
It might be delicious, and it might be non-caffeinated.
Why not?
I'm about to try that. Maybe tomorrow.
Basically intense flavour.
Yeah.
So I don't think, is there like a big difference between decaf and like that?
Depends on the process of decaf. If you remove all the oil and you've not put anything back, it just tastes awful. But if you've done it the way we've done our with sugar palm, the sweetness of the sugar palm imparts into the coffee. I found an Ibrick video from 4 weeks ago. I will watch it after this one. Yep, do that.
I remember I've had decaf from Wood Street Coffee.
Yeah.
It was bad, boy.
You've tried my decaf, right, haven't you?
Your decaf?
Yeah.
No,
We'll have to give it a go.
no, I never had it.
That'll be next one. Give me a sec, I'm going to try this coffee. Needs to mellow down a bit. It needs to sit for a bit in the cup. Juicy.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not wow.
It's something like black tea with lemon.
Yeah. That's what I call it. Very citrusy. Like maybe it's a bit over extracted.
Yeah.
Because I didn't grind it coarse enough. But you've got a lot of lemon skin in there, in my opinion.
Definitely, I'm not sure if it's like bitterness from.
There's no bitterness. There's no bitterness at all.
Like,
it's acidity. It's complex acidity.
Passes, it's dry power, but
Yeah. It's a good dry though.
yeah.
Good tannins. This says biscuits. I don't taste biscuits at all, or white chocolate. No way in hell.
I could smell it when I'm like from the bag just for the smell, but I can see it here now. It's a different thing.
There's definitely some fruitiness in there, but I wouldn't say it's lychees.
No.
It's an afternote. You can taste it on the palate. I taste it on the back left of my tongue.
Okay.
It's a bit fruity, but maybe that would come more with a. Maybe with a Chemex, you're going to have less of those like fruity notes. You're going to have more of the tea notes because of the Chemex, the way the Chemex works.
Also, yeah, maybe. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is. Maybe different brewing method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work as an espresso.
Nah. I wouldn't like this as espresso.
Wet fermentation, 48 hours. Fully washed and soaked. Dried for 10 days on raised beds. This would taste...
Weird process.
Yeah, it's a long process. It's a really long process.
Quite weird as well.
Yeah.
Although, who knows what
You've got a lot of acidity there and not a lot of sweetness.
Yeah.
Because you've soaked it and washed it. So, this is the coffee. If you should wish to try it from Workshop, those are the varieties. No, that's the region, and the varieties are all up. There's somewhere. Yeah, there we go. It's not bad. It's got a lot to be desired, I reckon.
Yeah. I was desperate to find something naturalish in the process, like be it whatever, like honey natural, like.
So you bought me washed.
That was the only thing they had. That's the only thing they had, really.
Yeah. So this is the difference. I think Workshop do have a lot of washed coffees. They're mostly washed, aren't they, Workshop?
Although I remember the last time I had filter there, it was anaerobic.
Okay, yeah.
That was.
Was that an anaerobic washed though? Or was it an anaerobic natural?
Hard to tell. I would bet it was natural because it was really like
sweet.
You could feel by the mouthfeel and general intensity. It had this like alcoholic punch to it, which I like.
Yeah.
But I told myself, okay, sometimes one can have a washed coffee.
Yeah.
Do you also have like a preference for like natural process? Or like we like processes, and sort of leave a bit of fruit on the bean.
That's a honey process.
Yeah.
So, I like honey process because it does taste like honey. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
I do just like standard washed, standard natural coffee.
Yeah.
That is my favourite, I think. Yeah, just pulp natural. That's what I like. Anaerobic naturals obviously are delicious, but they also, as my friend Marcia was saying, they are starting to taste a bit the same, all these anaerobic naturals. They are sort of tasting, because you're fermenting them for so long, they're all starting to taste the same.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because they all taste great.
I think this is.
You're losing a lot of the flavour of the real bean and getting more of the fermented flavour.
But it has one specific quality, and it's like unification in a way that it's great for mass market.
Now that tastes more like lychees.
I think, for example, when you want to feature like batch brew filter, for example, in busy cafes, this is something distinct. Like you have an espresso that everybody wants basically like an average coffee person wants an espresso based coffee, for example. But if you want to have it like an alternative that's going to tell in your face, I'm an alternative, I am different, I have my own taste, then anaerobic like has this quality. And as you say, because it's like repetitive.
Yeah. People do, they don't have to try new things.
Yeah.
Try that again. I'm starting to get that lemongrass.
Okay.
It's very distinct, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I would say it got a bit rounder, but there is some sweetness.
It's not as acidic anymore.
Yeah, because before it was a bit flat between like mild acidity and tart sort of tannin feeling on the tongue.
Those tannins have died down though.
Yeah.
It's not as dry, it's more juicy.
Yeah. So that's
good stuff.
It could be nice for a cold brew.
Yeah, it'd be lovely for a cold brew.
Would make sense.
Yeah.
Do you do any cold brews, by the way?
I do cook cold brew.
Do you have it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Is
Not
it fermented?
Yeah, it does taste fermented now. Now it's been there for a long time.
What's the date on it?
So the Valentine's Day one is the 4th.
Okay.
It's been in there for a long time now. It still tastes good. Ladder Booster, which is already fermented. Now it's even more fermented. And this one is just some hot brew I put in there, but that probably needs to go straight in the sink.
Tempted to make alcohol with coffee, like out of coffee specifically.
You probably could.
That could be an interesting experiment.
Could be, yeah.
But you probably want beans like really rich in sugar.
Yeah.
So.
Really sugary, yeah. So Catman is saying, I've noticed a difference in drinking coffee without sugar in these past few weeks. A lot. No sugar burnout. I'm really noticing more of the coffee flavours. We're all becoming home Q graders. Yes, we are. Sugar ruins the flavour of coffee. It destroys the flavour of coffee. All those really notes you really want in a cup, sugar just paralyses them. So we should be drinking sugar without coffee. Coffee without sugar. Sugar without coffee. Sugar without coffee, ladies and gentlemen. And Moondog is saying, wow, I'm the first Patreon on Tottenham Tantrum Gold. Thank you for becoming a patron on Tottenham Tantrum Gold. It means a lot. Needs as much support for the boys on the channel as possible. Right.
God sees your deed.
God sees your deed.
Which is not that bad, like.
Moondog, thank you so much for the £10 donation. It really means a lot, sir. Thank you so much for the donation. And yeah, big up yourself, sir. Everyone big up to Moondog in the chat for giving £10 towards the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for that.
I actually like it now, then.
Yeah.
Now I like it.
Now, but I've drunk it now, and by the time it started to become really nice.
There's so much bits
Yeah.
at the bottom. It's actually quite surprising how it changes, how...
Yeah.
Which, I'm not sure if it would be a right conclusion, but do you not think that you could tell exceptionally good coffee if it's already good when hot?
All coffees are different.
I mean,
I've had some exceptional gashes that taste horrible cold, but I've had some, yeah.
interesting. Because I'm thinking like, it's not like, it's an inherent trait of coffee that it does change.
Yeah.
But which way it changes perhaps does not matter.
I think it's all down to the beholder as well. Everyone's taste buds are different.
For instance, like, okay, maybe this way. Most espresso-based coffees don't taste great when they get cold.
Yeah.
While
It's because
most
the oil in the coffee.
Yeah.
Whereas Chemex tastes better when it's colder because there's lack of oil.
And then the oil just does not extract in the pour the nuts.
Yeah. Also, because there's no machine pushing everything
no
through.
pressure. Yeah. No pressure.
Under pressure.
What's brewing?
I'll give it to you in a sec. You do it in your favourite method.
Oh, I know what's that going to be. That's going to be a long breath.
I'm coming slightly finer. Right, to do it again. Should be alright though. Yeah, should be alright. Give that a go and see what you think of it. The cup's quite hot.
Let it sit for a minute.
Uh,
Hopefully, right.
yeah. How do you donate on a channel like that? So, if you should wish to, I'll put the link in the chat. If Nightbot's working, which it should be. Hopefully it is. If you should wish to donate, there is the link for the Streamlabs. But no need to donate, Catman or anyone really. If you donate, it really means a lot. It gives me a way of improving everything for the stream and in myself in general. It's just it's like tipping your barista really. I wonder what you're going to think of that.
That is not your coffee, is it?
It is my coffee.
It is your coffee.
Yeah.
Why that?
Because I needed a lot to store, because it's quite a lot of coffee. I was running low on, and I couldn't really pack it for Jan,
Is
so...
it something I may have tried?
No, you said you haven't tried it.
Okay. Smells nice.
Yeah.
I will give it a minute.
Yeah. Give it a minute.
As much as I'm tempted to have the first sip, like,
Yeah.
I know it's sort of...
You don't want it to be too hot.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you burn your
Yeah.
palate, then the rest of it solves.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just check that.
Do you stir espressos?
No. You can do though. I can get you a spoon in a sec. Icebreaker is 5.
No, that's alright, because like in this case it's...
Yeah, it's sitting there. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sometimes when you get like a really creamy espresso, it's sort of...
Yeah,
It almost needs it.
yeah. Because it gets too thick, you can't taste any of the coffee through the
It's not
cream.
even...
Yeah, you can't even get it, you're just getting cream. Which is mostly bitter.
Quick, get the money! Oh. Where am I? I'll give it another moment.
What's your
But-
first impression?
First impression, it's dense.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it should have some mouthfeel. I had a tiny sip, so I can't
Yeah.
tell. I don't want to burn my
Yeah.
palate. Quite acidic. I would
Okay,
say,
interesting.
But I may have been mistaken. It's like one of these weird kind of... I don't know.
Might need to sit for a couple.
I'm confused. I'll know in a second. Oh,
What's the aroma like?
like a cookie on the verge of burning.
Okay, interesting.
Like caramelizing,
Yeah.
going brown, going brown.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit brown sugary.
Yeah. But at least there's flavour.
Yeah.
At least there's flavour.
Perhaps a bit of a blue.
Okay.
A bit of a chocolatey caramelly kind of
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah.
Or is it at least like 50% chocolate?
Yeah.
Don't need the dark nor milky.
Yeah.
Like sort of in between.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. Oh, I was waiting for this moment. I had a caffeine drop and now I'm going up again.
Yeah. The crash is here.
I felt as if somebody like pulled the trigger. And
Yeah.
I'm going the other way now. Rewiring.
Now give it a taste. See what you think of it.
Yeah.
We should have cooled down enough.
I know what you've done. There's salt in there.
No.
No. Really?
No?
I bet it has like salty kind of attitude to it. Like,
Interesting. That's decaf.
After really?
That's decaf.
Okay.
It's actually quite old as well, so that's probably why it's missing some of the bits of it. But
I'm
that is
surprised.
decaf. And to give you, yeah, it's amazing, right? For decaf,
Wouldn't tell.
yeah, most people can't tell that's decaf. It's just really, I think the saltiness comes from like the chocolate brownie sort of thing. It's like a really nice caramelly chocolate brownie. Like really dense, but there's a lovely plumminess to it as well. There's some rich plums, which is where the acidity is.
Yeah. I couldn't nail like the name. I couldn't find a name for acidity, but it's really well pronounced. A ton of flavor, man. So this is Brazilian,
No, Colombian.
Colombian.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Colombia.
Okay.
That's the variety of bean. Sugar palm decaf.
There is actually a variety. It's called
Yeah.
Colombian. Oh, very cool.
Has
Wow.
anyone seen anyone famous in their local food supermarket? I saw our Spurs goalkeeper in mine. He looked quite smaller frame than I envisaged. I let him be. I didn't like to intrude. Was that... You didn't see Ugo, did you? I mean, I would have bothered Hugo Lloris. Love that guy. I would have gone after him for his bad mistake on Saturday, but love that guy. Saved our bacon though. Same supermarket, Paul Young, the ex-singer, often there. Okay, interesting. That's incredible for decaf, right? So much flavour.
Quite surprising.
Unlike usual decafs where there's absolutely no flavour, there's a ton of flavour there. A different Tesco near EastEnders set often saw the cast in there doing their show. I saw Ledley King in the local Sainsbury's to me, and he was on the phone and I was really upset. That steaming looks so good. Have you got your own cameraman? No, but Tom is acting as cameraman today.
I'll actually send you the photo.
Yeah,
So you may.
and I can't see it because it's been used as my camera.
You can make some use of it. I'm actually quite surprised how there's literally no bitterness in this
Yeah.
coffee, which I find enjoyable. Oh yeah, this selection says too many shots.
I certainly would have bothered Hugo Lloris if I saw him, Anthony. I would have bothered that guy. Love that guy. Laura's never tried the decaf either, has she? Might have to surprise her.
I think she should live on decaf.
Really?
Although, no, I withdraw that.
Yeah.
No, she should actually have coffee. It's the other way.
I feel like she's so no alcohol, no this. You have to have a bit of fun sometimes, but you don't want to cause her not epilepsy. She doesn't have epilepsy. She has.
No. She used to have. Oh, well, she actually used to have epilepsy when she was a kid, but she doesn't have it anymore. Technically.
Yeah.
It's like Roland's epileptic syndrome or something like that. So it's basically like the most popular form of epilepsy that's like kids from age 5 to 10 get, and then it usually naturally disappears.
I was half expecting bodyguards, but he was on his own. What a guy. I would have loved to have seen Hugo at the supermarket. I would have shook his hand for that save he made on Saturday evening. What a save that was. Also, I would have called him Le Capitaine, because he is Le Capitaine. Oh no, too much coffee. I guess I've got to go and do some work. Catch you all later. Moondog, you have a lovely rest of the day, sir. Thank you so much for your £10 tip. It's really great to see you as always, and I hope to see you later, sir. Coffee, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Ben Coffee. It's a 5-year mission to give everyone coffee. It's more than a 5-year mission, Dermot. It's like a 25-year mission. Dermot's on the Star Trek again. Love Star Trek. How popular is Star Trek in Poland?
I can't tell because I'm not in the circuit, you know.
Mr. Graham, sir.
Oh,
I am alive. How are you, sir?
Very good.
Let me give you a seat.
Are you young man today?
not so bad.
Yeah.
Not so bad, yeah. Do you want to have a seat?
No, sir. I've got the seat here, sir.
Ah.
I will slightly warn you, Graham. We are on the live, so try and keep it.
Yeah.
What's it called? But it's lovely to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
You go to Man City?
I did. I was with Ben, Zoom and Ryan.
That's brilliant. I'd love to have gone. I should have gone.
I'm going tomorrow as well.
Yeah. When are you going to go tonight or tomorrow?
No, I'm going with the club because it's for nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
and then I'm off to Leeds with Brian and Zoom again on Saturday.
Hopefully we win 3-2 every time Brian goes. We win 3-2. Latte?
Yes, please.
I mean, me.
How you been doing anyway?
Yeah, we're good.
I've been meaning to come to you for a while.
If you can come here, it's a blessing.
So I've been away.
Everyone's busy.
I've been away for last week because I missed the Southampton and
Yeah.
Wolves games.
Yeah.
First time in my history,
Yeah.
I missed 2 games on spin.
I mean, it happens eventually.
Home games I'm talking about. So it was good to miss the 2 games that I did.
They were shocking.
That's a swing game.
It's good. Yeah, everyone's enjoying themselves, so we're just getting by. Me and Tom are trying some coffee, and yeah, I've got to actually do some work today. So I'm packing some coffee for my lovely neighbours next door.
Right.
I don't know if he's coming by, but Brian said he might come with Kim after he goes and sees Bob.
Right.
But I haven't been looking at my phone because I've got my camera.
The thing was, I spoke to Brian last night.
Yeah.
We were going to come and see you this morning.
Yeah.
But he never got back to me. Then a
Typical.
friend of mine phoned me that he was in London and come and meet up and have lunch. So I decided to do that because I don't see my mate too often.
Yeah.
So.
though, right? Enjoying yourself, everyone.
I even got my daughter on the thing.
I saw it was brilliant.
She's got a nice welcome anyway.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat gave her the support she deserves.
What's happened with Cuba?
Cooper's taking a bit of a break from Tottenham Tantrum goal. He's getting a bit burnt out, so it's great to see Cooper taking some time to himself. Same with Phil. Both him and Phil put a lot of work into the channel, and they need a bit of time off. So I'm taking over some of the hosting duties. Me and Dermot are great together. So
You won this morning?
yeah, we did one this morning.
I didn't see anything this morning.
Yeah,
I've seen the other days.
yeah.
She was very good then.
I try to be. I try to be. It's all that I can try.
Didn't see Bob on the stream yesterday, did you see Bob on the stream?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was brilliant.
Until how
Yeah.
he always is.
Yeah. It was just great to see him.
Or hear him anyway.
Yeah. This one's got a bit pear shaped, but oh well.
That's the disappointment I had on that Sunday when we played Wolves, not
Yeah.
getting Dermot
Yeah.
and a few of the other boys.
I was there. It was brilliant. It was a great laugh. I feel so bad for them. They flew all the way from Ireland. Dermot did a 24-hour day,
Yeah,
and then
no.
that's the performance they put in for him. Sickening.
I mean, I've met Philip Brady before.
Yeah.
I met him with,
What a lad.
with Phil,
Yeah.
and that was brilliant. I enjoyed that. That's when I was breath. Thank
It's great stuff.
you. Have I seen you since the
No, you
end
haven't.
of Fancy Window?
You came here just before. You came here on the 22nd, I believe it was, of January was when you came.
Yeah.
Just before we started to look at signing Kulusevski and Bentancur. A lot of footballers live within a couple of miles, so please, Jack from the Irish Hotspurs coming over next month. Please, great to see the stadium in real life, meet other streamers. Guess you'll be there at the Beehive. I will be at the Beehive. Great pub that is.
Thanks, sir.
It's West Ham game.
Oh, West Ham.
So yeah, we'll be
Oh, right,
meeting at the Beehive about Rez, and
Oh, right.
Rez is a great chap.
Mind you, one thing they've got to stop doing is using the word legend, because that word should only be used for people that genuinely are.
Yeah. I do really like that guy. Really nice chaps they are. Shelf side.
I was on Spurs Asian with, no, I was on
Yeah.
in the chat and he called me a legend and I said, no, I'm not a legend. I'm just an ordinary guy who goes and watches Tottenham.
I mean, that's what I say. I don't even say that. I just say I'm a loud guy with an opinion. That's who I am. I'm definitely not a legend. Hopefully I can earn that title, but yeah.
I suppose with my avenue of watching Tottenham, I think I'll probably earn that, but
Yeah.
I'm not a legend, because legends are...
Yeah,
word
achieve
legend,
something. Yeah, I get what you
like,
mean.
But Jimmy Greaves, Bill Nicholson,
Yeah.
Danny Blanchflower,
Yeah.
Arthur Rowe, they're legends in my eyes,
Yeah.
right? I'm not, I'm just an ordinary working class, working boy,
Yeah.
now retired, you know.
Any particular biscuit you would like to have with that?
Anything,
Yeah.
anything.
Dealer's choice. I like it.
Whatever comes out, I'll eat.
Gotta go to triple chocolate then.
Thank you.
There we go.
Excellent. be our friend at first supporter as well.
No. I don't. You don't like football, do you, Tom?
I have nothing against in terms of the game itself, but I think the whole business and cultural thing around it is just disgusting.
But you're from Poland though, so I get that because it can be yeah.
You know, I was never particularly excited about Polish performance, but for example, when there's like interesting games or like I don't know, finals of important championships, then there's always something watchable. You know.
Yeah.
It's always nice to watch high-level football, as it is like any sports performance at like top level. Like it's always enjoyable because you see somebody just mustered some absurd level of skill and some absurd activity, as for example running with a ball or like throwing a ball or like jumping around. Like you know, it's just like oh, this man is doing something interesting. So, yeah, I enjoy it as a phenomenon.
Yeah.
I was told on Saturday that I was deluded.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, because I said Spurs were going to win 3-1. And everyone said I'm deluded, I should carry on dreaming.
You weren't dreaming.
And at the end of the game I said, well, am I dreaming now? No.
Yeah, Tottenham beat Manchester City in the last minute the other
Yeah,
night.
yeah, you remember.
Yeah. I've got to show you that. It was a hell of a performance.
I know Ryan and Kim have seen him at Bob at 2 o'clock, can't they?
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to come by afterwards. I'm probably going to take off early today. I'm going to pop off at 5 o'clock and play some video games.
Oh, right.
And take some time to myself. If I'll look at the phone afterwards. If they're coming, I'll keep the door open. But I would have expected a call from Ryan if he was going to come here.
Right.
But then again, I have not been looking at my phone, so maybe I should look at my phone. Oh no. That's Brian has sent me a message. Damn it. Damn it. So no, Brian's not coming today.
They're coming Friday.
Yeah.
What was Arthur?
Arthur's going to come on Friday with Kim.
I said, what time?
I have no idea, to be honest. Hopefully mid-afternoon. I don't know.
That's one man
Yeah.
I'd love to meet.
He's a brilliant bloke. Yeah.
Never met him yet. Being an older chap, I think he'd
Yeah.
get on quite well.
Yeah.
Sit in the corner and tell our stories.
Yeah.
Mind you, Ben and Simeon want me to do my best Tottenham 11. I said, you know what? I can't do it.
It's too many players.
In my lifetime, I've seen too many great Tottenham
Yeah.
players, and I think it'd be. I don't think I could do a Tottenham 11 justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's three
What would be
positions.
more interesting from your point of view is the worst Tottenham 11. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's something I might be able to do. But on the best Tottenham 11, right, that I've watched, Pat Jennings would always get the
Yeah,
goalkeeping
yeah.
jersey, and the forward jerseys would always be Martin Trivers and Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah.
Right, pure, because Simeon said to me, how about Harry Kane? I said, no, because
He doesn't want anything.
he hasn't won nothing. But the rest of it would be very difficult for me. I don't think I could do it.
Catman Jess is saying date. Unfortunately, he's not coming today, so that's unfortunate, Catman Jess, but he'll be here one time. Right, Chedro, Ethiopia. That was that. Ooh. That was it. Trying to be organised with my coffee order, and I'm less organised than I already was. 6.
disagreeing. If there was a debate, I wanted to have with you, but it's not a debate. It's
Yeah.
like me and you are on the same.
Most of the time we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I try and steer clear of anything political here. It's all about, what's it called? The vibes. Oh, that smells lovely.
But the only thing that maybe me and you probably disagree with is that I believe in always playing a winning team.
Yeah,
Right? I don't believe.
I agree with that.
I don't believe in all this rubbish of, oh, you know, this player might get injured and that player might get injured, and if this happens, that happens. You know, for me, if we found a solution to something,
Yeah.
which is what we have,
Yeah.
right?
You don't change it.
You don't stop that solution.
I agree with that. I wouldn't change the team at all.
The team will change itself
Yeah.
if there's injuries or suspensions, or if a player makes a silly mistake.
Yeah.
That,
Or with Højbjerg stopped playing well, so we dropped him.
yeah.
And you put him back in the team and he played brilliantly.
Well, I think in Højbjerg's scenario, I don't think it was so much that he played bad.
He was exhausted, I think.
I just think he needs a break. You know, he's played, you know, football every single week of his life for the last 18 months.
Yeah.
In his first year.
Yeah.
So he played 38 games for Spurs last season.
And then
So
a load of
he's
games
very
for Denmark.
Yeah.
I might have to try that coffee again, Tom, to see what it tastes like now that it's been sitting there. Now it's cold. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Maybe now it's what it should be.
Yeah, maybe. Let's give it a go. Yeah. Much more bitter, actually.
Is it?
For me, it is. It's less acidic, more bitter.
There we go.
I don't know if you like filter coffee, Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's give it a go. I won't give you much. Actually, no. Let's go. But this is a filter we just made, and now it's been let to go cold.
Oh,
To see how it changes when it's cold.
all right.
So how it balances out. Does it become more fruity? Does it become more lemony? So it was, when it was hot, it was tasting quite a lot of lemons, but now it's gone more lemongrassy, a bit juicy.
It's definitely juicier.
Yeah, it's definitely juicier.
But I know what you mean by bitterness, but I think it's still acceptable.
Yeah.
It's like
That's nice.
drinkable.
It's drinkable, yeah. I'd happily drink that cold. Delicious. That's not a bad coffee, that is. Big up to Square Mile.
Now we found a purples.
Yeah, cold brew.
Could be cold, yeah.
Cold brew would be excellent.
Yeah, good.
It's different, isn't it?
Also much sweet.
Yeah.
And of course, pretty sweet.
Good mouthfeel as well after you've drunk it. Very good mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So Tom lives next door and he comes here all the time. He's brought a coffee from another company that he wants to try.
Right.
So we tried it.
An addict finds an addict.
Yeah, 2 addicts. That was funny the day you were like, what, is there an actual coffee roastery here when you first time? I said, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there in that chair doing absolutely nothing as usual.
I'm a coffee addict myself, so I probably drink about 12, 13 cups
Yeah.
of coffee a day. But, you know, coffee I drink is crappy It's
Coffees and coffees, right?
yeah, it's coffee and coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee for pleasure and coffee for purpose.
Yeah.
Literally, as I moved here, I couldn't believe that there was actually a coffee roastery right next to me because it felt like it's basically as if you then would move somewhere and you would realise that Tottenham for some weird reason is building a stadium right next to your house.
Yeah.
You're like, that's quite a coincidence, isn't it?
If Tottenham opened a stadium next door to me, I'd move away because I wouldn't be near the terribleness of it. It was really funny. I did. I don't know if you heard it, but I did a shul service. I did a coffee afternoon at the local shul, and 3 of Levy's best friends were there.
Right.
So I said Levy out 17 times.
What response you get?
They thought it was funny.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they were nice guys. They were saying, "What do you think?" So, well, I went through the way of it, and they respected my opinion. Again, they're not connected with the club, so they don't care. One of them was an Arsenal fan.
Right.
He was one of the owners of Mr. Sim's Sweets, if you remember that.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Really nice guy, Arsenal fan. So he's probably delighted that Levy's running the club into the ground.
Well, my son, before I went away to Tenerife,
Yeah.
he had an interview with Chef Spurs.
Yeah.
One in the pie.
Yeah.
And he showed me all the paperwork after he went for this interview. And all the catering avenue is under Levy's name.
Interesting.
Yeah, all the catering's under Levy's name.
That makes sense. Corrupt owner. Yeah. I try not to swear on the stream. I could say a lot worse.
That's being kind.
Yeah.
You don't have to swear.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
calling them that
Yeah.
is being very...
Yeah. It's being very diplomatic. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. But yeah. It's really annoying.
I've noticed. You even avoid politics on the stream.
Yeah, I avoid politics.
Just a good tendency, I think.
I'm learning. I'm getting
He's
there.
the worst chairman anywhere in Europe of any industry, in my mind.
Yeah.
When I did work, I did 9 days at the training ground, protesting against him, but there you go. That's something I wanted to do. Some people call me mad, but we got some traction out of it, which was good.
Yeah.
There's done a good thing on the beat for the BBC though. You see that?
The thing on, oh yeah, I did see it. Yeah. I see it. Yes, alright. That was great.
The guy that interviewed him, I actually warmed him up.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he come talking. He come over to talk to me because he said, "Oh, we've been past the training ground 3 or 4 times." And I said, "I've seen you there all the time."
Yeah.
And he said, "I thought I'd talk to you first before I speak to anybody."
Yeah.
So
Authority.
I said to him, I gave him the heads up on how things were,
Yeah.
and then Rez only really repeated what I said.
Yeah.
So I said, I've already spoken to the guy about things but I don't really want to do it on camera. Where Rez was happy to do it on camera.
Yeah. Rez is very good on camera, so he's the perfect person because Rez is very diplomatic when he wants to be, and then the other time he's absolutely not diplomatic at all.
Well, I wasn't very diplomatic with this guy, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But it was off camera, so I could say what I wanted to say. Where I said to Rez, you've got to tone it down a little bit. Me and him are on the same wavelength anyway, so.
Yeah.
Mind you, all the security staff that liked me up at the training ground on the last day. All I wanted to do was stay in the training ground. They said, you can't go in there. Come and stop me. You can't go in there. Yes, I can. I'm going. And I had Brian telling me I've got to behave. And I said,
If Brian tells you got to behave, you know something's gone wrong.
yeah. I said, no, I'm not going to behave. He'll tell you when he sees you that all I wanted to do was fight everybody. That was non-Tottenham supporters I'm talking about. But he did get very upset.
Yeah.
But I've put in a lot in some of the chats
Yeah.
that Spurs fans don't know how to process.
I don't. You're correct.
Clue. I haven't got a clue.
Hello, Mr. Hilton. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Hopefully you're doing well.
I'd like to say,
Yeah, he does.
well done. Or in my case,
Or we say he's vegan, and he actually,
vegan,
we say he's vegan and he supports Arsenal. But big up to yourself, Alex.
is he in the UK?
Yes, he is.
You met him?
No, I've never met him. Oh, one more. Damn it, Kaufman, you idiot. How's that, by the way?
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd have liked to have tasted the comparison of hot rather
Yeah,
than cold.
it's a shame, yeah.
It's nice. That was nice.
But it is actually better cold than it is hot. It tastes
Funny
much,
enough,
yeah.
Some coffees do taste nicer when they're cold.
Yeah, that one does.
Absolutely, yeah.
That one tasted much better cold.
Alright. What's the damage then?
Because you brought that coffee in, let's call it. Let's call it £2. That's fine.
Awesome.
Hang on.
Getting into my nap mode.
Yeah. After having 3 coffees.
Yeah, you know, this wasn't the first one. Had 3, and
Yeah.
1 in the morning makes it 4. For me, this
How's
is-
Laura going with her coffees? She getting better?
She doesn't have experience.
Yeah.
That's the
I
problem.
offered to teach her and she said no, because then I won't come here. And I was like, alright
She
then.
doesn't know how to drink. Right. She's either drinking not enough or too much.
Yeah,
Nothing in the middle.
that's the problem with Laura.
And hydration. Like none such thing in her case. So, no wonder.
She's definitely got a lot more Jewish in her than she thinks. There's definitely a stubborn Jewish side in her.
We're gonna know by 11th of March at the latest.
Yeah.
That's when we get the DNA test results.
There's definitely a lot of Jewish in there. She's so stubborn.
Yeah.
And that's not a, what's it called?
This may be a war trauma as well. Generational issue.
I'm a stubborn old fox, mate. Stubborn as anything.
My entire family are the most stubborn people on the planet. Especially my dad, like he won't stop buying cars. My mum was like, "Where the hell are we going to buy put another car?" I said, "I want another one." So he buys a set of garages. He's like, "I've got space now." And so what are you going to do when you run out of space in there? So I'm going to just buy another one. Just
What
mental.
type of cards do you buy though?
Classic cars.
Oh, classic cards.
Maybe she could ask the question about the cause and effect of it, you know. It's like, what does he try to achieve for getting more cards?
He's just a hoarder.
So it's
he's
like
just a hoarder.
alleviating like existential fear or something.
No idea.
Maybe it's effective
Maybe it
until a
is.
certain point, and then you have to.
But he
No,
also buys tat like working Lancaster radios.
Yeah.
Like-
I alleviate my existential fear with cheese, for example. The more cheese in the fridge. That's it. There are ways. There are ways. Nothing really works, but temporarily.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll see what I say, gentlemen.
So that
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
lovely,
Nice one.
lovely to see you, Tom, as always. Give me a shout.
I shall bring some new beats and stuff.
Let's go.
Who else would be to see you? I know
Danny and Brian have come, and that's it, really. They're the only people from the community. Some guy from Dave Harris's chat came here, but I don't see him in the chat often.
Right.
But they just came here once. Probably because they drink most of the coffee at home and they've got quite a few bags. But there's always time.
Race or anything like that?
No, not yet. They said they will one day.
Right.
And I think Josh said he might come here soon. But if they come here, they come here. People got things to do at the end of the day.
I must admit, that's one person I've got to say. When I see him on any of the chats, I turn off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a nice guy. He is.
Don't get me wrong, I met him on the protest on the 31st. He come over being, okay, but I find on the chats he doesn't want to listen to other people's opinion. He'll always make sure he's okay. I don't have a problem with having your opinion heard, but don't ram it down someone's throat.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying,
You
yeah.
can have your opinion, and so can the other person. If you don't agree, you mustn't be, especially on those chats for me, you can't be at people, on people's throat.
Yeah.
if
And that's
you do
one
that,
thing you definitely don't do.
Yeah.
Is I never force my opinions down people's throat because I'm the only person that thinks like me,
Yeah.
which is what makes me me. The reason I'm me is I think like me. If everyone, there are too many people in society now that want you to think like them, but out of your head.
See, the one thing I've never done in all my years, I've never followed the sheep.
Yeah.
Right? I've got my opinion.
Yeah.
If my opinion doesn't suit your agenda, that's it. You go and do what you've got to go
Yeah.
and do. I have an opinion,
Yeah.
right? And I've had that opinion for a long time. I still believe that Conte at the moment, at Tottenham, right, will do better to go back to the old-fashioned 4-4-2,
Yeah.
because that's the players he's got.
Yeah.
He's got two good central defenders in
Yeah.
Romero and Dyer who could play that role.
Yeah.
He's got a lad in Emerson who I believe is an old-fashioned right back
Yeah.
and will be very, very good as an old-fashioned right back.
Mhm.
Okay? Davis is a different kettle of fish, right? He's not quick, but he does a job,
Yeah.
right? But what you do to cater for him is you put people in front of him
So we can maraud forward.
so he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? He
Like
can
with
be
Emerson
free.
at the
He can
weekend.
sit,
Yeah.
let him sit, and that's what you want him to do. He's a good defender, he tackles,
Yeah.
right? And so does Emerson,
Yeah.
right? And you want them to sit and defend. That's what they're there to do.
Yeah.
They're not wingers.
Yeah.
That's what a wing back does.
They maraud
Right.
forward. Yeah.
But you've got better players than the pair of them who can play in front. You've either got a Kurieski, you've got a Son,
Yeah.
you've got a Bergwijn, you've got a Mora who can do that job. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Maybe the wrong
Yeah.
decision, but that's me.
Yeah. But everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
I personally love the 3-4-3, and it showed that the 3-4-3 does work when you get bad players out of the team that
Yeah.
come. When you put Dyer in that team with Romero, Romero allows Emerson to have a bit more stability, so he's not feeling like he's getting chopped like with Sanchez.
But you see, one thing on Saturday, with Dyer back in that side,
Yeah,
it allowed Kane to do what Kane can do. If Dyer hadn't been in that team on Saturday, Kane could never do what he did.
yeah,
Right? He knew that behind him, that Dyer would cover that up and deal with it,
yeah,
so that he could do what he's good at doing.
yeah,
Right? And I know everyone was saying that Kane was man of the match. I
Yeah.
accept all that. But without Dyer in that side,
yeah.
Kane would never have been man of the match. So for me,
It's a team effort.
Dyer was my man of the match. I come out in that ground and I thought, I watched that game from here,
Yeah,
like above.
Yeah.
I watched, and they moved all the time as a
Yeah.
group, right? And he was always talking.
yeah,
You could see he was always talking.
yeah. Which is why he was exceptional, because there's a reason why managers keep on picking him. Because he's not only is he a good defender, he's an excellent communicator, but he speaks everyone's languages.
He should be captain. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says to me. The man has already shown you this season
Yeah,
what a good communicator.
Yeah.
To me, a captain is a good communicator. Hugo is not a good communicator at all, in my eyes. Right? Dyer should be club captain for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
yeah, but again, it's an opinion. You're right to have that opinion, and you've explained your opinion, you've laid it out on paper. So it's okay, you can see why you think that.
Yeah. I mean, Romero had a fantastic game.
I think Romero could be captain one day. If he fixes English, he can be a great captain as well. But later down the line, like 4, 5, 6 years.
Maybe 2-3 years time when Dyer's finished playing.
Yeah.
Right? But to me, Dyer next season should
Yeah.
be, if he's still at the club, right? Because I still say, like anything, if you find an upgrade for Højbjerg, if you find an upgrade to Dyer, then you have to do it.
Yeah,
So I mean, if they get the player they're looking at the back, right, we will be superb next season.
yeah,
Because they're looking at that Delete again, aren't they?
yeah. De Ligt or Schlotterbeck or De Vrij would be my choice.
Well, I want to see Botman there.
Yeah,
as-
Botman's good.
Okay.
I only want Botman so we can sing the Batman song to his name. I say that on every single chat. And,
I love that. But he is a fantastic player.
yeah, they want 50 odd million for him, and people are saying it's too expensive for a quality centre back. 50 million is a steal.
Look, he's what, 22, 23
Yeah.
years old, you know.
6-year contract. Yeah,
No, I'd
Yeah.
never give anyone that length of time of contract.
yeah,
3-year contract is more than ample for any
Yeah.
footballer today.
but yeah, I agree with you.
But I tell you what, last two Conte press conferences, right? If anyone had any thoughts that Conte was walking anywhere,
Yeah, they're wrong.
they're wrong, because you know what? He said already that he, in a roundabout way, he wants to make us good, right? And I think he wants to prove to Mourinho
That he can do the
He
job.
can do
Yeah.
the job, and I think he'll do that job.
And he proved a lot of the doubters wrong. You can sit here if you want to be less, because the sun is not there.
Right.
I call it the Levy sun. Levy blinds you wherever you're sitting. He's controlling the sun.
Yeah.
I've said, and people have called me an idiot for this. I've said, if Conte wins a major trophy, and I'm talking Premier League or Champions League, he's the best manager at Tottenham. He's the best manager of all time, and I think that's. People might think I'm a lunatic for that, but to take a team that's now got an owner that only likes disappointment because he profits off disappointment.
Yeah.
He likes to be the journeyman rather than the person that gets there. For him that's more important, which I hate because I want to get there. I don't care how I got there, I just want to get there.
Get there, yeah. I think it's going to take a bit of time
Yeah.
to do that, what you say, you know, winning the Premier League or winning the Champions League. But I think that team, even now, however poor we are,
Yeah,
right? Because I don't think the Premier League is that good. I really don't. I think it's a very, very, very poor league.
I think the media like to say that it's a better league than it is.
It's a very poor. See, if we get top 4, it'll prove how poor for me.
A lot of the teams are, yeah.
How poor it is, because you know it's in our hands.
Yeah.
To go and do that. You know, you still got to play West Ham. You still got to play Man United. You still got to play Arsenal.
Yeah.
You still got to play Burnley home and away. You've got to play Brighton home and away.
Yeah.
Right? But all those other teams have still got to play the big teams.
Yeah.
We don't have any of the big teams to play, really.
Yeah.
Take Liverpool out of the equation.
Yeah.
Right? I still think
Also, Man United. We have to play Man United.
I know.
Yeah, but they're poor.
But I still think we can get to Old Trafford and at least
Yeah.
get a point.
Yeah.
Where Liverpool's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say. I don't even think they're that good in that sense, compared to where Liverpool
Yeah.
as a team have
Well,
been
yeah.
in the past. But for us, Liverpool are very much like Chelsea are to us.
Yeah.
We don't beat Liverpool at Anfield.
We never have.
Well, 5 times in 108 years.
We only win that time when we had Redknapp and we beat them with Scotty Parker, when Scotty Parker came off the pitch covered in blood.
No. Yeah, but I mean, I was there when we ended the 72 years of not winning there since in 84 or 85, I think it was.
Let's wrap up the stream quickly, because it's now 2 hours in. Cool. Right. I'm going to wrap up the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining me. It's brilliant to have you all in the chat and some brilliant people coming in the shop today, from Graham to Tom. It's been a great stream so far. Big up to everyone that joined me on the stream. Everyone from Catman Jess to Kuva to Jason to Anthony to Nifa to Eugene to Derek Hutchinson to Colin from Talk and Bull. And I think that might be... and Alex Hilton. Oh, Moondog. Can't forget Moondog. Thank you again for the £10 donation. That's really, really generous of you. And obviously Mr. Dermot himself came here today. And Alexander Hilton was here. Thank you all so much for joining the stream today. It's been a brilliant stream today. And we will be live at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And I'll catch you in the stream. And as always, thank you so much.